This is a message to Greg Berhalter, the United States men's national team head coach. You suck. You actually suck. We should not be dropping points to Wales. I don't understand why he still has this job, because I have never seen a team lack goal-scoring prowess as much as this team, other than my club, Wolves, which also cannot score goals to save their lives. The first half was not terrible, right? Scored a goal late in the half. Defensively, we were very solid. We were controlling the game, which is fine. That's great. But it's not sustainable, right? Halftime substitution, Wales brings on Kiefer Moore. Big striker, 6'4", 6'5" striker. Completely changes their system. So Kiefer Moore was dropping in, picking up passes, and opening space for his teammates. Berhalter did not adjust at all. He did not adjust. And all of a sudden, our defensive soundness that we had in the first half is gone. And the penalty is the penalty. Zimmerman made a terrible decision. I don't know why you're lunging in with a guy whose back is turned to goal. I'm not sure about that. I'm like, the penalty is the penalty, whatever. But this team completely struggles to create chances. And the amount of sloppy giveaways they have is, I've never seen anything like it. Now, I will say the U.S. players are very good at intercepting passes. They're good at making tackles. Guys like Tyler Adams, Brandon Aronson, Weston McKennie, like Yunus Musa even. They're good at intercepting passes and starting counters. The problem is we cannot counter to save our lives. Christian Pulisic, Captain America, had a horrendous game. I don't care that he had an assist. Played terrible. All he does is roll around and complain to the ref. This is why he's not captain, because he's just not that guy. And I think he brings down the spirit of the team. I really do. He is a ball controller, and he just kept putting in terrible pass after terrible pass after terrible pass, completely killing our attacks. Everybody else was just whatever. And you need to be able to score goals. And I understand this team does not play a lot. National teams typically don't score that many goals because they don't have as much time to gel with the players. But the just complete lack of production from the attack is so worrying. And it makes me wonder why you brought in a guy like Jordan Morris when you could have brought in a guy like Jordan Pefok, who actually, despite not being in the best form, has scored goals before. You have to wonder why a guy like Josh Sargent, who is on incredible form with Norwich, all of a sudden looks helpless in the U.S. attack. And it's because Greg Berhalter, simply put, is out of his depth with this. And he has no ability to create attacking tactics. And it's disappointing because now you've tied Wales. You have England on Friday and you have Iran. England is going to be a tough game. Like, you have to chalk that down as a loss. Anything better than a loss is good, but you're going to chalk it down as a loss. You have to hope Wales don't beat Iran, because if they do, we're pretty much out. It really just comes down to, can we get a draw against England? And if we can, then you have to beat Iran. Beating Iran is 100%. You have to beat Iran. And they're not, like, people are seeing what happened today with England. They're not that bad of a team. They just went up against a solid England team that has something to prove. They've caused problems to many national teams in the past. They've caused problems to the U.S. They've caused problems to Argentina in a recent World Cup where Messi bailed them out. So I think this is really bad for the U.S. They needed this game. And you drop points unnecessarily. I mean, one shot on target the whole match is embarrassing. And I am very concerned about the outcome of this team, because you need players that can score. I just don't know where the goals are going to come from, to be honest with you. I don't know where the goals are going to come from, so we'll see. But Greg Berhalter, you're in big trouble, man. You're in big trouble.